Dog meat. I'm back again. Like I said, I'm doing this Twitch feeds that I'm going to post on my YouTube channel, basically talking about the hunter subclass. And the next one I'm going to talk about, as you guessed it, is the Nightstalker. I talk about like some of the exotics involved with it and some of the attributes, as far as like PvP aspect of it. As I stated before, I'm a gunslinger, and the Blade Dancer one, with the Taken King coming out, Bungie, for some reason, Bungie moves more and more like heavily on PvP, and not so much the PvE aspect of it. And I know that they're trying to make it like more well-rounded for everybody. And as I said before in like one of the previous videos, like Crucible tips for beginners and all that, to enjoy all aspects of Destiny, unfortunately, you're going to have to do some PvP, whether you like it or not. You're going to have to do some, you have to get in the Crucible, and you're going to have to get your hands dirty a little bit. And I'll show you an example. Like I showed it on my Gunslinger video, but I'll show it again and everything like that. Like, for instance, this Vanguard quest requires like Crucible kills with Void Grenades. If I want to get like more rewards from Nightfall, I have to do this Crucible quest, and this is the step that I'm at on it right now. In fact, I'm like kind of procrastinating the hell out of it because I'm not a big fan of elimination, and to me, Trials of Osiris and stuff like that is freaking hard. I've been fortunate enough where I've ended up on good teams, like a really good team, and I got a buddy who's really good at PvP, that's been on my team, and there was no pulling or nothing like that. We were all pulling our own weight and had good communication and everything, and it just worked out. So I have been in the lighthouse like a couple times and everything like that, but I'll be honest, it's no easy task for me. So I'm going to talk about the Nightstalker class, and this is like my impression because I started using it, this Iron Banner and everything like that, and I'm really starting to get the hang of it and really starting to enjoy it and actually have fun with it a lot more. And this is the Nightstalker tree. The grenades I haven't really checked out too much. I know the spike ones, like really as far as from running the Titan Defender and everything like that, they're not really that great. I mean, like nobody's going to be running where they see like some fucking Void Aura hanging out someplace, so they're not just going to go run into that. These ones I'm having trouble with because I can't figure out which way that wall's going to go whenever I throw them. But I found these the most effective in PvP because you get a group of people bunched up. Sometimes you just hit it just right. You throw it in there and that void wall comes up and takes them all out. These can be useful. What I would suggest is as you engage somebody, you get their shields down, toss one of these in there, and it'll just wreck them as far as like to finish them off and everything. And everybody knows the jumps. I do the triple jump. Why not? This is what I actually use for PvP as a quiver. This one's more of a PvE, and it actually could be good for PvP as well. One of the things that the Nightstalker class has is it has its own version of Bloom, kind of. As you can see here, like the Bloodbound, that may be useful. One of the things that I've noticed is, and I'm sure anybody has from running in the Crucible and all that, is there's a lot of stuff going on, and it makes it difficult to actually get a whole bunch of people together when you pop your super. So that's why I like using the quiver, so you can sit there and you can fire the arrows. I am very, very upset at the community in general that they use the glitch. If anybody knows about the glitch, the reason why the Trials of Osiris was canceled this weekend is basically you could sit there and spam arrows and all that, and it gives you an unfair advantage, over the other team. And I don't know. I hate that unsportsmanlike, playing and stuff like that. I hate cheap tactics, and I'm not gonna go on a tirade on it or anything, but I've expressed it in some of my other videos before. Okay, so rather than having like a throwing knife like you had with the Gunslinger class and then the Blink Strike and all this, you have what's called these additional like grenades or smokes and everything. The two that I do is I switch back and forth between Vanish and Envenomed. I know that there's some people that use the snare, and it has worked and stuff. Sometimes an unexpected enemy will run by and it'll get them. But my thing is, if you're getting in an engagement or something, or you need to get out of a situation, it'd be better to have the Vanish or the Envenom. We talked about these attributes here, basically what you want as far as your armor and your recovery and everything like that. I like trying to keep things like middle of the road, like I said before. Courage of the Pack, that's more of a PvE kind of thing, and so is this as well. This is actually what I use in PvP, or what I've been using during the Iron Banner, is basically the grenade and smoke effects to last a little longer and everything like that. And then I've been using the King Shot, as far as or King Scout, excuse me. And this actually comes in really handy in PvP, because if you hit a guy and stuff like that, it puts like a little X on them, and as they're ducking behind cover and stuff, you can kind of see and make out where they're at. So that comes in like really handy. And then Predator is good as well. I don't know if I would necessarily use it as much, but I may give it a shot in the Crucible in the future. And I definitely recommend this Shade Step. The Shade Step is awesome, man. It's great for getting away from people and being more mobile and agile and everything like that, and actually getting around, flanking. It's good. I found it very useful. In fact, my last 3 videos I posted, they were all Iron Banner matches. I was using the Nightstalker class, and I was doing fairly well with it and everything like that. And that's pretty good for me, considering that I haven't, played around with this class too much. So one of the things I'm going to talk about, is the some of the exotics for it. A couple of the exotics that I found. I'm sure there'll be some more later on down the road. But I'm really liking this Graviton forfeit. One of the things about it is, and then this is good if you could get it, because as you're upgrading the Nightstalker class, is it gives you the Shade Step ability right off the bat. So that unlocks it so I can keep the focused or the Keen Scout ability and everything, and still be able to Shade Step. And I talked before as far as raids having it for infusion and everything like that. And then here's these different attributes, which are mostly for PvE aspect of it. But I've enjoyed using this helmet a lot. Another exotic that my friends they're doing the same thing, running the Nightstalker class, that they found really useful are these like I said, I'm not going to pronounce the name again, but are basically the sealed grasps and stuff. They're pretty good. This has this nightmare fuel where it's basically you're going to get 2 smoke bombs and stuff like that. And as you can see, it basically has attributes that would be very, very useful in PvP and PvE situations and stuff like that. My friends love these. A couple of the guys swear by them. They can't get away from them. But then again, they haven't had the Graviton, helmet or anything like that. So, we got the super up, and one of the things that people are doing as far as with the glitch, you could YouTube the glitch. I'm not going to do it. I don't have enough eye-hand coordination to sit. It's not quick enough to sit there and be switching back and forth between menus and everything like that. My main thing is I've enjoyed the Shade Step a lot. It's very, evasive and everything. Like I said before, I enjoy Blink because it's an evasive thing. It helps me get away from the enemies. It helps me get out of an engagement real quick. And it's the same thing with the Shade Step. The Shade Step I've used more as an evasive thing. And, I'm getting to the point where I'm starting to get the hang of it and actually be able to use it more for some flanking maneuvers as well and everything. I'm still horsing around with this subclass, but I'm enjoying it a lot. So the quiver is going to give you 3 shots of your shadow shot, and that's the ability that I saw right there. In fact, it helped me get my super up right away again, which was really fucking cool. And that's the way it went in one match that I was doing an Iron Banner and all that. I'm pretty sure that the opposing team thought I was doing the infinite shadow shot glitch, but I wasn't. I just happened to be having a really good game. And you guys could watch it on my YouTube channel and everything like that. I was really glad that I Twitched it. Some of the Twitch streams I've deleted because I got a little too salty towards the end and everything like that. And I think everybody can relate to that. That is not good at PvP. You know, they can relate to kind of getting very discouraged, very upset, and angry and stuff. And I'm one of those people. I get livid if matches aren't going good. Perfect example is I had an Iron Banner match where I had 1 kill and 13 deaths. And if you can imagine, I was just livid. Some matches I do really good and I'm feeling it, and then there's others where, I don't do so hot, And that's one of the things that I'm really trying to work on, is just gaining some consistency and stuff like that. Real quick, since this was kind of a short video, I'm just going to go over some quick Crucible tips and everything like that. One of the things is I'm stubborn. I'll find a gun and everything. I get a one-track mind kind of, and I'll use it no matter what. I've been trying to change that up a lot. My thing is like I said, for people getting new in PvP and stuff, do some control, learn the maps, and also learn what type of weapons work well with the maps and stuff. And that's one of the things I've been really working on. In fact, if you look at my Twitch feeds and everything like that, there's several matches where I sit there and I change out my loadout as soon as I see what map that we're on. And I find that to be very effective and to help out a lot more and actually, help me get a good match and all that. So, anyways, that's pretty much my Twitch feed, or my video for the Nightstalker class and stuff. What's up, buddy? And this Dog Meat, I'm signing out. You guys can catch me on Twitch. There will be a link in the description on my YouTube channel as well. And I hope you guys, enjoy it. Like I said, my videos aren't for, becoming like a PvP god or anything like that. It's just for, people who don't really understand the mechanics of the game and sometimes are confused as far as PvP aspect of it and everything like that. Is just to give you a little bit of advice that, is really elementary, and you can follow it and you can practice it. So this Dog Meat, I'm signing out. Happy hunting, Guardians.